You're listening to Southeast Radio's Business Matters with Karl Fitzpatrick in association with Wexford Insurances. Challenge us at Wexford Insurances 0818 31 30 30.
I'm joined now by Mary Browne, the newly elected president of New Ross Chamber. Mary, tell me a bit about your own background, please.
I was born in New Ross. I started working with Dad in the photographic business over 25 years ago, and I love every minute of it, and I wouldn't change any of it.
And tell me, how did you get involved in the Chamber first day?
The business would have been a member of the Chamber years ago, and then in latter years I became very interested in the Chamber and what it does, so renewed the membership, and one thing led to the other, and now I'm here today as president.
And what are the benefits for businesses across New Ross to join the Chamber?
The Chamber offices are based in New Ross, and they have the team there to do the admin, to hand out flyers, to help in promotions. They're things that sole traders and small businesses can't do for themselves. Also, you get to meet a lot of people with different business backgrounds, and we'll go back to the networking again, and one thing leads to another, and suddenly you've made a link business-wise.
Where do you think the benefits from networking come?
The benefits is you tend to network in your area, so you can make business contacts very easy in town.
How relevant is New Ross Chamber to businesses across New Ross?
Well, I think now more than ever it's very relevant and very important. We're all fighting this recession, and it is very important that we fight it together and strongly, and the Chamber provides an umbrella for that. We're all businesses, regardless whether you're industrial, retail or just a start-up business. Everybody comes in under the same umbrella and gets the same facilities.
And how involved is the Chamber in relation to lobbying with the likes of the local town council?
Any matters coming up, the town council are more than delighted to meet with us. And of late, a lot of changes have happened, and we've gotten great support for different new ventures that are being put out in the town. And
other points have been raised with me by local traders over the last 12 months that parking is a major problem in the town. What are your thoughts on that?
There isn't a parking problem in New Ross. It's changing, it's evolving a lot lately. And the present venture on the present quayside development, instead of losing parking spaces, are actually gaining it, because the town council have agreed a lease with a car park across the road from the Dunbrody Centre, and they're going to resurface that, and it's going to be available for parking. So parking isn't as such an issue. It's constantly being updated and modified.
That probably wouldn't be publicly known at this stage in relation to the additional car park spaces, but I'm sure local traders will certainly welcome that.
Oh, absolutely. The Quayside Development Plan will be a great advantage to the whole area of the town. It'll look so well when you're coming in. And there is parking on the quay still. When it's finished at the end of the summer, there still will be parking spaces. And then, as I said, across the road, not only will we have gained the extra the spaces that we have lost, there's also going to be an additional 80 approximately.
Okay, well, that's certainly very, very good news. Just on the point of the quayside development, what does it encompass?
The quayside development is a full overhaul of the quayfront. The quayfront in New Ross would have been only a car park visually. So now from the bridge down to the Dunbrody Centre, it's been done up as a walkway with the Kennedy Plaza area in front of the Dunbrody Centre, and there's also a podium going to be placed on the quay where Kennedy spoke from, so you can stand up and give your own speech to the town.
Mary, I know that lots of traders across New Ross are upset at the fact that the Dunbrody Festival isn't going ahead this July, and I know that New Ross Chamber certainly haven't got direct responsibility over the event itself, but I'd like to hear your opinion in relation to, number one, why it's not going ahead, and secondly, whether it's a temporary or a permanent decision in relation to the festival itself.
As you said, Karl, the Chamber are not directly involved in the organising of the event, and in my opinion, the reason it's not going ahead this year, you have two major issues: space, health and safety, and funding. Funding has been cut, as with a lot of events around the area, and the fact that a lot of the concert is free. Funding has to come in from other areas, such as the markets, the carnival, and funding and grants and with the markets and the carnival, the space that the area they used to be in is taken up now with the Quayside Development Fund. The funding isn't there.
Well, Mary, was this not just a bad planning decision from the County Council perspective? Because the Dunbrody Festival is an integral part of what New Ross stands for and is very, very important to the local traders across the town.
In my opinion, the local town council had no say over when this development was going to start. It's county and national level, and it's a development plan, and it fits into its own timescale, and you just have to go with it.
Yeah, look, I take the point, Mary, and I know, look, that the Chamber itself don't have a direct involvement in it, but it just seems ridiculous to me that, look, there's probably 5 or 6 months' work needed in order to redevelop the quayside, and I can't see a way it couldn't have been done outside the summer months to facilitate the Dunbrody Festival from going ahead. Are you aware of many business closures across New Ross over the past 12 months?
Unfortunately, like every other town in New Ross, there have been business closures, but we also have some new shops, new businesses opened who have taken the plunge during this recessionary times to put their new business out on the market, including the Rising Tide Centre, which facilitates start-up businesses in New Ross.
Mary, talk to me about the Talk of the Town visitor guide that the Chamber has produced.
The Chamber produces the Talk of the Town guide, and it's an events calendar, and it also has a list of businesses, and businesses have the chance to promote their business as well as information on networking and what's happening in the area.
And what does the Chamber do to distribute that?
The Chamber distributes that on through all its business contacts on email, and as well as that, it delivers copies around to the businesses in town.
This September sees Ballinaboola host the National Ploughing Championships, which will see almost over 100,000 people arrive in the New Ross area. What will that mean to businesses across your region?
It's great to have it in the New Ross area, and there's several businesses. All businesses in the area will benefit some way. The volume of people going to and from will all have to be fed and watered in the area. A lot of businesses will take up stands out in the Ploughing Championships, and the Chamber of Commerce have been directly involved with arranging accommodation for those attending it.
And what is the Chamber doing to maximise the benefit for local businesses through the National Ploughing Championships?
Out on the site itself, out at the Ploughing Championship, there's going to be an arcade area for local businesses, and the Chamber is coordinating the same with the NPA.
Mary, I'd like to have your opinion on the development that has taken place on the Ring Road outside New Ross over the last 10 years. We've seen lots of anchor tenants open up there. Do you think that has been good or bad for the town?
There's a mixture of both. Yes, people will say that a lot of people just shop uptown now, but I'd be more of a positive thinking person and saying there's a lot of people coming to uptown that wouldn't have even come to New Ross before, and they would often come downtown to shop. And in the area of New Ross, with new tenants coming in, new businesses coming in, it means that you have a wider shopping experience.
Mary, something that we haven't heard anything about in a long time is the bypass for New Ross. Have you any update in relation to that?
I believe that the plan is just parked for the moment due to the recession, but plans are still underway to purchase land, and hopefully it'll happen in the future. And
going back to the Chamber of Business, have you many events planned over the summer periods?
Our last social event for the summer is one of our main events will be in June. The end of June we go on a Chamber cruise on the River Barrow, and it's open to Chamber members and new people that want to come out and enjoy the trip.
Mary, I know that a new tourism initiative has started in New Ross recently. Tell me a little bit about that, please.
It's called Experience New Ross and the Hook Peninsula, and the Chamber are facilitating the same. It's a group consisting of all the local organisations and tourism groups combined to promote and market the regions of New Ross to the Hook, not only at local level but also at national and international. It's fully supported by Fáilte Ireland and the Wexford County Council, but it's self-funding and based in the area.
Tell me about some of the initiatives that are taking place under Experience New Ross.
For the first time ever this year, we have the 4th of July Irish America Day, and it's a concept that came from the JFK Trust, and it's initiated to celebrate the link between New Ross and all things American. And this year, the 4th of July celebrations will actually start in the area on the 1st of July and run all week, but the main events will be on the 4th of July in the town.
Well, there's certainly lots of interesting events and initiatives taking place in New Ross across the coming months. I wish you well both in those and in your new position as Chamber President.
You're listening to Southeast Radio's Business Matters with Karl Fitzpatrick in association with Wexford Insurances. Think Wexford Insurances for your business insurance.